It was 1241. A dark storm was rising over Europe. From the farthest lands of the east, the Mongols had arrived, and behind them, the legacy of history's most feared name, Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan had died in 1227, but his sons and generals expanded his empire relentlessly. Campaigns and invasions continued at an unimaginable pace. By the 1240s, the Mongols had swept across Russia, destroyed Kiev, crossed the Carpathian Mountains. They were no longer a rumor. Footsteps were becoming more audible, and the feared nightmare was very close to becoming a reality. They were on the doorstep of Europe. Poland had fallen, Hungary was burning, and next, Vienna. Their armies were faster than Europe had ever seen before. They were advancing with advanced reconnaissance, psychological warfare, and terrifying efficiency. While European armies fought with traditional methods, the Mongols were winning before the battle began. Villages surrendered only at the sound of horses. Cities were evacuated without a fight. In April 1241, Europe was on the brink of collapse. The Battle of Mohi had ended in disaster for the Hungarians. The Mongols were not stopping. They were burning and destroying everything in their path. Vienna was the next target. If it fell, it would be the inevitable end for Europe. Italy, France, even Rome would open up. The fragmented kingdoms of Europe had never faced such a threat before. If Batu Khan's army had been able to continue, perhaps Europe today would be living with a very different culture. It was 1241. A dark storm was rising over Europe. From the farthest lands of the east, the Mongols had arrived, and behind them, the legacy of history's most feared name, Genghis Khan. If Ogedei had lived just one more year, history could have changed completely. The Mongols might have stood in the shadow of the Vatican. The French and German kings might have bowed to the east, but the West survived, not by its own strength, nor by its resistance, by a death 6,000 kilometers away. History is often changed not by battles, but by timing. And in 1241, the fate of Europe was changed by a heart that stopped in Mongolia. Have you ever thought that if a leader from the other side of the world could have succeeded 800 years ago, what would your culture be now? Or what would your faith be? What would the conditions be in your geography? Write your ideas below and let's discuss. Don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. Thanks.